I bet you've never thought about the ocean quite like this before. Sure, we all know about sharks and jellyfish, but what if I told you there are way scarier things lurking in the deep? Today we're diving into the world of silent killers beneath the waves, the invisible threats to marine life that are wreaking havoc on our oceans. Get ready to have your mind blown. Okay, picture this. You're a tiny fish swimming along, minding your own business. Suddenly you see what looks like a tasty snack. But wait, it's actually a microscopic piece of plastic. Yep, that's right. Microplastics are everywhere in our oceans, and marine animals are mistaking them for food. These tiny terrors can cause all sorts of problems, from blocking digestive tracts to leaching harmful chemicals into animals' bodies. But microplastics aren't the only chemical bad guys in town. Our oceans are like a giant soup of pollutants, with everything from pesticides to industrial waste swirling around. These chemicals can mess with animals' hormones, immune systems, and even their ability to reproduce. It's like trying to live in a toxic waste dump, not exactly ideal for our finned friends. Now, you might be thinking, how can noise be a problem underwater? Well, let me tell you, it's a bigger deal than you'd think. Imagine trying to have a conversation with your friends, but instead of a quiet restaurant, you're at a rock concert. That's basically what we're doing to marine animals with all our noisy ships, sonar, and offshore construction. For animals like whales and dolphins that rely on sound to communicate, find food, and navigate, this constant noise is a nightmare. It's like trying to use your phone in an area with terrible reception. Frustrating and potentially life-threatening. Some animals are even beaching themselves to escape the noise. Talk about a headache. Alright, time for a pop quiz. What happens when you heat up water? It expands, right? Well, the same thing is happening to our oceans thanks to climate change. As global temperatures rise, the ocean is absorbing a ton of that extra heat. This leads to sea level rise, which is bad news for coastal habitats and the animals that call them home. But that's not all, folks. All that extra carbon dioxide we're pumping into the atmosphere, a lot of it ends up in the ocean, making the water more acidic. It's like we're slowly turning the ocean into a giant bottle of soda. This acidification is especially tough on animals with shells or skeletons made of calcium carbonate, like corals and mollusks. Imagine if the air suddenly started dissolving your bones. Not a fun time. You know how your mom always told you not to be greedy? Well, it turns out we should have listened when it comes to fishing. And as if that wasn't bad enough, we've got these things called dead zones popping up all over the place. No, it's not the zombie apocalypse, it's areas in the ocean where there's so little oxygen that almost nothing can survive. These dead zones are often caused by nutrient pollution from things like fertilizer runoff. It's like we're suffocating parts of the ocean. Not cool, humans, not cool. Let's talk about coral for a sec. These colorful underwater cities are home to an incredible diversity of marine life. But thanks to rising ocean temperatures, they're in serious trouble. When the water gets too warm, corals freak out and expel the algae that give them their vibrant colors and provide them with food. This is called coral bleaching, and it's like if all the grocery stores in your town suddenly shut down. If the water doesn't cool down quickly enough, the corals can die, taking the entire ecosystem with them. It's like an underwater ghost town. And here's the kicker. Even if the corals survive, repeated bleaching events can weaken them, making them more susceptible to disease and less able to reproduce. It's a vicious cycle that's threatening reefs all over the world. Okay, picture the messiest oil change you've ever seen. Now, multiply that by about 1 million, and you've got an idea of what an oil spill does to the ocean. These environmental disasters coat animals in oil, poisoning them and making it impossible for birds to fly or fish to breathe properly. But wait, there's more. Mercury, a toxic heavy metal, is also making its way into our oceans. It builds up in the food chain, becoming more concentrated in larger predators. So that tuna you had for lunch, it might come with a side of mercury. And for marine animals at the top of the food chain, like sharks and seals, the levels can be downright dangerous. Imagine if a bunch of strangers moved into your house, ate all your food, and pushed you out of your own bed. That's basically what invasive species do in marine ecosystems. These underwater aliens can outcompete native species for food and habitat, throwing the whole ecosystem out of whack. It's like nature's version of, there goes the neighborhood. Ever heard of ghost fishing? No, it's not catching Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's what happens when lost or abandoned fishing gear continues to trap and kill marine life. These ghost nets can drift for years, becoming deadly traps for all sorts of sea creatures. It's like leaving a giant mousetrap in the ocean. Not exactly playing fair, is it? You know how cities never really get dark anymore? Well, that artificial light is causing problems for marine life too. Coastal lights can disorient sea turtle hatchlings, making them crawl away from the ocean instead of towards it. It's like someone giving you the wrong directions on your first day of school. Totally messed up. Woo! That was a lot of doom and gloom, huh? But don't worry, it's not all bad news. There are tons of things we can do to help protect our oceans and the amazing creatures that call them home. From reducing our plastic use to supporting sustainable fishing practices, every little bit helps. So, are you ready to become an ocean hero? Hit that subscribe button for more mind-blowing science facts, and let's save our seas together. While we've talked about ghost fishing and artificial light, there's another silent killer lurking in the deep marine pollution. From plastic debris to chemical runoff, our oceans are becoming a toxic soup, endangering countless marine species. GAP 5.0's underwater shot of plastic debris floating. One of the most insidious pollutants is microplastics. These tiny particles, often invisible to the naked eye, enter the food chain and accumulate in marine organisms. Imagine eating a meal laced with tiny shards of plastic. Sounds horrifying, right? GAP 5.0's close-up of fish ingesting microplastics. But it doesn't stop there. Chemical pollutants like oil spills and agricultural runoff introduce harmful substances into the marine environment. These chemicals can cause diseases, disrupt reproductive systems, and even lead to mass die-offs. It's like a slow poison, gradually claiming its victims. GAP 5.0's footage of oil spills spreading in water. Yet, amidst these threats, there is hope. Organizations and communities around the world are taking action to combat marine pollution. From beach cleanups to stricter regulations on chemical disposal, every effort counts. It's a race against time, but together, we can turn the tide. GAP 5.0's volunteers cleaning up a beach. So, what can you do? Start by reducing your plastic consumption and properly disposing of waste. Support policies that protect our oceans and spread awareness about the dangers of marine pollution. Every small step you take makes a big difference. GAP 5.0's montage of people taking eco-friendly actions. Thank you for watching. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue to explore and protect our incredible oceans together. Until next time, stay curious and stay committed. GAP 5.0's end credits on a serene underwater scene. While marine pollution poses a significant threat, another danger silently invades our oceans: non-native species. Invasive species disrupt local ecosystems, outcompete native species, and alter marine habitats in ways we are only beginning to understand. GAP 5.0's footage of lionfish swimming in a coral reef. Take the lionfish, for example. Native to the Indo-Pacific, this voracious predator has spread to the Atlantic, Caribbean, and Gulf of Mexico. With no natural predators in these new waters, lionfish populations have exploded, decimating local fish species and disrupting the balance of the ecosystem. GAP 5.0's close-up of lionfish hunting smaller fish. But lionfish are not alone. The green crab, originally from Europe, has invaded North American coastlines, preying on native shellfish and competing with local crab species. These invasions often result from human activities such as shipping, with ballast water from ships introducing these foreign species to new environments. GAP 5.0's footage of green crabs swarming a coastal area. The consequences are severe. Invasive species can lead to the collapse of local fisheries, threaten endangered species, and even alter the physical structure of marine habitats. It's a domino effect that can take decades, if not centuries, to reverse. GAP 5.0's footage of damaged coral reefs. Yet there is hope. Scientists and conservationists are developing strategies to manage and mitigate the impact of invasive species. From targeted removal programs to public education campaigns, efforts are underway to restore balance to our oceans. GAP 5.0's footage of researchers tagging and removing lionfish. So, what can you do to help? Be mindful of how you travel and what you transport. Support initiatives aimed at controlling invasive species and protecting native marine life. Together, we can help safeguard our oceans from these silent invaders. Gap 5.0's, montage of community efforts to manage invasive species. Thank you for watching. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue to explore and protect our incredible oceans together. Until next time, stay curious and stay committed. Gap 5.0's, end credits on a serene underwater scene.